Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now.
Against Barcelona.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. So it's down to business here.
For me, Peter, Steven Gerrard's game is all about courage. It's a word he himself uses a lot. He's always urging everyone around him to have a go on the ball and not be afraid.
And he absolutely practices what he preaches in that respect.
He does, indeed. And I think he's England's best all-round midfielder of his generation. A ball winner, great distributor, never stopped running, playmaker, and more than a decent finisher too. The only question is, where do you play him to make the most out of all of those talents?
Now it's Bale. Messi gets into some space. And Messi! Now that has posed a few awkward questions.
Oh, it looked like he tried to give it some extra whip.
Milan couldn't do a whole lot with it there. They could do with more sharpness in their passing. Can he finish? Rodri is there and he can get that clear. Tries to pass it through. Aimed beyond the defence. That's going to go a long way. Oh, well played, well played. Milan are still to register a shot on target. As a matter of fact, a shot of any type. Rooney plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Barcelona trying to orchestrate a breakaway here by the looks of it.
Well, I would say that this is probably the easiest way to play the game, because you try and absorb in numbers defensively, and then you look to hit it with a long ball quickly on the counter-attack to get your men in behind the opposition defence.
Just looking for that one tap. He's having a go! Oh, it's a stunning goal! That is a gem! An absolute gem! Barcelona are in front! What a delicious goal, stroked in like a maestro.
That is simply tremendous. I mean, how easy would it have been to get across it or overhit it? Perfection.
So we have the first goal.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now.
And the whistle has gone for a reckless challenge there. And that's going to be a booking. Well, the players are flocking round their fallen colleague, and they look worried. Struck first time! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Milan with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. Barcelona have the chance to go the other way. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Was ultimately thwarted there, but it took a few of them to stop him.
Yeah, the confidence we can admire, the decision-making.
Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead, and that gives them something to build on after the break.
I'd like to draw your attention to
the screen. Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
That gets things going for the second half.
Milan really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked at a step too...
Dembele! Great strike, a test for the keeper.
It's certainly a bold attempt, and there's nothing wrong with that. Shame he didn't work the keeper a bit more, though.
Bale. Messi. Messi! That was superb goalkeeping.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that. That's alert and sharp and very well played.
Messi. He's picked his way through. Messi has a look inside the box. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent.
Yet another interesting duel, this.
The ball is loose and the chase is on. Tries to play it through. And there's green grass ahead of him.
Milan really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
They're coming again and again.
They just need to sort out their end product. And
shapes to shoot! Oh, nice! Just not quite.
He actually looks pretty annoyed with himself there. He's usually better than that.
A probing pass. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
And here's Dembele, and the shot! And that was probably asking just too much.
You can never be too safe with someone like him around. They got away with that.
Messi. Now who's going to be first to... Oh, what has happened here? He's had a shot! Sticks it away! Right back in it! Almost no time remaining. Game still on.
Yeah, a fantastic run and a fantastic pass to play him in. Both needed to be timed to perfection, and they were.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Milan really can sense it now. This game is theirs to win. They just need to step it up and force the issue.
A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. This is intriguing. Next goal critical.
It's a very open game and an exciting watch. There are no signs of nerves or caginess from either team. This pitch is go-for-it territory right now.
And it's Rijkaard. Guardiola does really well to win the ball there. Guardiola hurtling down that right flank. And that could set him on his way. He's on... Can he finish? Yes, he's done it! And that has raised the roof! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Having turned the game on its head, now can they hold out?
Well, look, Peter, I feel I've got to stress that there's still time for another, so we can't be too presumptuous yet.
And that will be it. Milan have been forced to do it the hard way, but they have pulled themselves through.